With the third pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic from Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Real Madrid.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
We have an early trade to announce. The Atlanta Hawks trade the draft rights to Luka Doncic, the third pick to the Dallas Mavericks, for the draft rights to Trae Young.
Your boy Dignified 2K, we're back with another video, and guys, today we are back on the 99 overall. This is the first time you guys are going to be seeing this build, the 99 overall point forward Luka Doncic build on NBA 2K20. Now I know it's going to say slasher, but guys, this build is the pure playmaking pie chart. I'm 6'7". If you guys want to see the full build, go check out the link. I will leave it in the description. Now, my recent videos, I've been getting a lot of questions about what badges I use as I bring out the gameplay. So today, I'll make sure I show you guys. In the gameplays that you will see, we've got fancy footwork, consistent finisher, and contact finisher. My shooting badges, I'm not using any hot zone hunter right now. It's got range extender, quick draw, volume shooter, green machine. You guys know Luka Doncic hits some crazy step back shots, so we have to throw on difficult shots. And we've got Deadeye on bronze, and that's going to help a lot. Playmaking badges, we got bailout, dimer, handles for days, quick first step, and tight handles and unpluckable. Now, I don't use floor general. I know Luka Doncic is definitely a floor general, but the guy that I'm running with actually has that on already. So this would be kind of a waste if I had that on. And then for the defensive badges, I really do like the setup that I have on this build. We've got chase down artist, clamps, intimidator, tireless defender, rim protector, and rebound chaser. And you guys will notice in the gameplays, these help me so much. Now real quickly, I'll show you the 99 attributes. I haven't shown this yet. You can see a 90 speed, an 88 acceleration, 80 vertical, 74 strength, definitely very good. 80 driving dunk, the mid-range and three-pointer, you guys know this is money right here. The post fade is nice. 88 ball control at a 6'7" stature. And you guys know Luka Doncic is almost averaging a triple-double, so the rebounding definitely has to be there. The block is low, but I'm telling you guys, since I have chase down artist, I get so many more blocks. Everything is just super well-rounded just to fit Luka's game. But guys, if you do enjoy this build and you like the gameplays, make sure you drop a like. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure you drop a sub as well. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and hop right into the gameplays. So Luka Doncic having an unbelievable season, his second year. Now, like I said, I knew my Hawks drafted Luka. I was a big Luka supporter going up into that. I'm not going to be one of those fake guys that I saw Luka when he was 15 years old and I knew he was going to be a prodigy type of guy. I caught up with him a few months into like everybody talking about him. Of course, that was a pretty big deal because the Hawks had the number 3 pick, but we ended up trading him, and I think we got Cam Reddish or DeAndre Hunter. I can't remember which pick got one of them, but it ended up pretty well for us. I think, you know, Trae Young's a stud, but Luka Doncic, I would say, is just on a whole nother level. And when you look at Luka, you just don't think he's going to have that superstar, aggressive, beat you in any way on the floor, and he totally can. He's got the step back jump shot. He can drive, he can facilitate, he can shoot, obviously, catch and shoot. He's just an overall all-around stud. Now, the gameplay real quickly, I am using all of Luka Doncic's dribbling animations. I'm not using his jump shot, but I am using his post fade and the post hop shot. I will leave a quick little screenshot if you guys want to try any of these out or you see a cool animation in the gameplay and you want to test these out. So I'll leave, like I said, the screenshot right here of all Luka Doncic's dribble animations. Now, Luka Doncic, absolute stud. Like I said, he can do everything. I think this build is a perfect representation of Luka. Now, a lot of people kind of say that Luka might be like a sharp facilitator that can dribble, or he might be this and that, but I think this slasher build at 6'7", pure playmaking is definitely the Luka Doncic build. I try to tend more towards the side of actually realistic gameplay of builds. I don't really care too much so about the comparisons. I know some of you guys might. You might think he's something else. Yeah, obviously, I don't know if he would have slasher takeover, but maybe like point guard, or he might have the playmaking one, or even shot creating, or even sharpshooter. But I like the slasher takeover. I think it's kind of funny to mess around with. But you can see I am using a lot of the aggressive behind the back. It's like one of the only solid moves in the game. If I were just to do like size ups and rim run, it's not going to be fun to do. And the aggressive behind the back, it's just so quick and you create so much space. So it's a move you got to do. Now, I was watching ESPN like a month ago, and this is what reminded me after I've seen Luka play against LeBron a million times. Obviously, I think you guys have heard the comparisons. A lot of people kind of comparing their play style. I've been doing the same thing on Twitter. I think LeBron and Luka kind of have the same type of play style. Obviously, LeBron, he's going to overpower you being so strong and whatnot. His passing is uncanny. It's unbelievable. But you know, I think Luka's kind of got some of those same tendencies. He's not going to overpower you and body you like LeBron does, but he definitely has that next step, see like 3 seconds to the future type of, you know, game where he's kind of he sees everything on the floor. He knows what's going to happen, and they're calling this play, and like a certain player goes this direction. He knows the play, and he knows who's going to be open, and he knows when he's going to be open before anybody else, it seems like. And obviously that translates to the stat sheets, because in the month of November, Luka Doncic averaged a 30-point triple-double for the entire month. And at the time, Luka Doncic had like 9 30-point triple-doubles. The rest of the NBA, with James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, everybody else in the NBA, they only had 8. So Luka Doncic had more 30-point triple-doubles than the rest of the NBA combined in his second year of the league. Now, I don't want to hear, I know obviously a lot of people kind of compare the stats that Luka's throwing up right now to LeBron James in his second year, which is, they're very close. Luka obviously has better stats all around, but not by a lot, but it is better, and it's only his second year. And whenever you compare like a LeBron James to anybody, people are going to have very strong opinions, which I can understand. But you got to think about this too, guys. When Luka was drafted in 2018, he was one of those EuroLeague players. Now, he did come off, I think he had the EuroLeague MVP. They came off a championship, all that kind of stuff like that. And he was highly scouted. Everybody knew he was a stud. You could ask anybody. Even Gordon Dragic was saying he was one of those guys that wants the ball in his hands at the end of the game. And this is coming from a 17, 18-year-old kid in like one of the strongest leagues in the world after the NBA. So this kid's a stud. He's been a professional since he's 13. He wants the ball in his hands. He can do everything with it. His teammates obviously trust him. For being a second-year, 20-year-old kid and having that teammate and the whole franchise backing you up like that, it's just absolutely insane. But we'll talk a little bit about the gameplay. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing about Luka, but it's just so much fun watching him. I don't really watch a lot of teams. There's like, if I see like a Trailblazers versus like a Timberwolves game, I might not watch that. But whenever I see a Mavericks game on, I definitely will tune in, because Luka Doncic is must-see TV. But you see, we already have all 5 of the points. So we're kind of using all of his moves to the best of my ability. Step back, you leave me open. It's bang time. Now, that's the thing about this build. I don't know if I mentioned it already, guys. You can see it's a slasher, but you see how well-rounded this build actually is. Now, I primarily gave this build slasher takeover to kind of throw people off. If I was playing on the 2s or something like that, they would just leave me wide open, and that definitely is the case, because a lot of people do leave me open. But you can see we actually killed him with that move. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I tried to do that. I tried to do the aggressive behind the back, but it's definitely a move that creates a lot of space, and if your defender doesn't really know what they're doing, you could definitely get him with that. But you see, we're going to hit him with aggressive behind the back this time, going for the dunk. I try to get the guy to go into the paint because I want to get a contact dunk on this build. I haven't really got any insane contact dunks with this. You guys know, like you saw, it only has an 80 driving dunk, so I didn't know if I would be able to get a lot of contact dunks with this build, because when I get takeover, I technically have a 90 driving dunk. But I mean, you'll see in the gameplays I definitely get a few, but I haven't gotten anything too insane. But ever since, you know, Luka signed with Jordan, I've been getting a lot more contact dunks. I don't know if there's something to do with that, but you can see nice move right here, hop step, kick it to Vuidz in the corner, Hall of Fame dimer. It's bang time, man. This build is a ton of fun to play on. If you guys do enjoy this build, man, make sure you let me know in the comments section. Let me know any other NBA players you guys would like for me to try to do. I have a few videos in mind, so make sure you're subbed to the channel with notifications on so you guys aren't missing anything. Also, if you're this far into the video, man, spam up Twitch gang in the comment section. I am working on another build. If you guys saw my Giannis video, I'm actually working on a playmaking glass cleaner, and after I get that, I'm going to be playing a lot of 2s and lots of the 1v1 court on stream. So make sure you follow my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Dignify. That's it. It's not Dignify 2K. It's just Dignify, the OG. And we'll be streaming on there a lot of the time after I get a video done, or even, you know, after I upload late at nights or even early in the mornings. I will try to be live. We'll just have to see. But you can see this is going to be the last gameplay right here. You can see I'm just cooking up. It's all ISO. That's all I like to do out here. Catching some rep, ISOing, using different animations, kind of testing the waters with what works and what doesn't. And I like being able to shoot, use different badges and all that kind of stuff like that. But this defensive badge layout, guys, that I actually showed you in the beginning of the video, super overpowered for this build. I know a lot of you guys use the same builds that I do. If you did make this build, I would highly recommend using the badge layout that I did because it's just so well rounded. I got a lot of chase down blocks, and I showed you in the beginning as well that my block is not very high. I got a lot of rebounds with only bronze rebound chaser. I get so many rebounds even though my vertical is not that high, and I can shoot lights out. You can see the unnecessary momentum right there. Go into the hot spot. Don't have hot zone hunter, but it still lights out. And we're just taking over this game, man. It's just so much fun playing on a build like this. Do a little bit of everything, and you can really say this is like a perfect representation of Luka. But the game's 12-4. We didn't really play too many comp games. I just wanted to go to dime time to see if I could get some easy rep, and easy rep is what we did get. You can see right here, nice little spin move. I am using his spin as well. Step it back. He's too late. It's threes. Just leave it hanging, man. This build is so nasty. You guys know you don't even need that high of a 3-ball to hit consistently. And I have like a 77. I'm able to do this. You can see we're catching our first nice little poster right there. So at first I didn't think slasher takeover would actually work with contact dunks. So I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really play on this build too often. And whenever I did get takeover, I would play on the 2s. And a lot of people wouldn't sit in the paint, so I was just getting a lot of just regular dunks. I wasn't getting any contact dunks, but being able to do that, definitely refreshing. You can see right here, we have to end it with a Luka Doncic signature step back. We're running out of stamina, just dribbling around, and we're going to hit that for game. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. But it's been your boy Dignified. I'm out. Peace.